What's up, guys? Justin here, aka M here 25, back at it again. Finally, after so long, I was able to top locals with Lost World Dinos. So we're in it in our first duel against my boy June, playing zombies versus me, playing my classic Lost World Dino build. I will also have a link to my deck profile that I used to win in the description down below. Check it out, and also shout out to Stay Classy LLC, my boy Scott, for that wonderful, sexy pot of greed field center I have there. So starting off the duel with June activating Banshee to get Zombie World straight onto the field, because Zombie World zombies, they need that card to really like do their plays. Activate the new Jackaboon card to send Bloom to grave. Activate Bloom's effect, special summon Balachok, and pass turn, I believe. And honestly, this is a very strong board. Like with Balachok, it's Omni Negate for pretty much everything. But luckily for me, I do have Cosmic Cyclone in my hand, so I'm just gonna rip it. And I'm actually just reading Jackaboon real quick. I'm asking what it does, and it's pretty much Omega for zombies, and it's so powerful. So Cosmic Cyclone, pay that 1,000. It'd be like, bye. I don't need that monster on the board. I don't need that spell on the board. Fossil Dig. Activate Fossil Dig. Activate Ash. Chain Call by the Grave, because I was ready. I was ready. So, honestly, I've rewatched the video before I edited it, before I uploaded. I made a misplay here, and I still lost the duel, so in the end, it didn't matter, but I lost. Anyway, so activate Oviraptor's effect. Oviraptor effect to add a dino from my deck to my hand, because right now I just need another body, because I do have Super Poly in my hand, and he didn't have another dark, so I was like, damn, this sucks. So, adding Mist to hand. And now I'm going to activate Super Poly, since I now have 2 darks, because I don't want Balachok on board, because that is more cumbersome in the long run than it is right now. So activate send Quatless, and I should have sent my Oviraptor, but that's where I made the misplay. And if you're wondering, hey, why didn't you get your search off of Quatless? Because the last thing to happen in the chain is not Quatless going to grave, but the summon of a fusion monster, so I actually missed timing on that one. Got that ruled on me. Gonna stick with that because it does make sense. So attacking with my dragon, Jackaboon effect is like, oh, I'm gonna summon your zombie. I'm like, I don't have any zombies, because he doesn't have Zombie World, because he's still new to the deck, and like he always assumes Zombie World is there, so it is a problem. So Jackaboon comes back, banishes itself. Especially on Balachok, so I'm going in now, going in deep. Getting Petite Pterodon, getting Pank during end phase. And the more I look at it, like, Oviraptor, why are you there? You shouldn't be there at all, you cheater. Hero, you're such a cheater. Alright, and I pass turn. There's not much I can do here in this board. Like, I am stronger than I do have more attack, but it's just like the consistency of the deck is of zombies is very strong too. Like, as long they can always get their turns going no matter what, and like with Jackaboon, it does give them a lot of more consistency to do their plays. And now that they have Jackaboon, it's like they don't even need Zombie World. He's attempting to attack a monster that shouldn't be there, and I pop it just because I'm stupid. I really ended up losing this duel just because like he overpowered me, but I was like, dang, I should have lost instantaneously. Dolgaron to give him to get him a monster, get him a token. Activate Lost World's effect to eat the token, but I destroy it. I negate destruction with Lost World to get baby. Oviraptor comes out on the board. And I get negated hardcore by impermanence. I'm just reading like, oh, what else does it do? I know there's something else in the comment, but it's just like spells and traps in that column are well, pretty much not used or negated. Here's where I could have made an interesting play for myself. I could have done Gravity Controller and gotten over this stuff, but in the end I thought this would be a better play for me, where I attack straight into Dolgaron, blow up his board, and do 36 damage. So I lose like 700 attack, but at the same time, like, no, you're losing your field though. Attacking for 36. Main phase 2, I'm going to go into Dolka, because that is very detrimental to their strategy. Activates Jackaboom, activates that effect. I negate it, and now we're both top. I'm top decking, and this is always a bad situation for dinos because when you're top decking, you're not really controlling the pace of the duel, and you don't really have ways to do that. I did rip Valor, which is great, which saved me another turn or not, but I just couldn't extend my board because I don't have Misk Engrave. I had no other ways to extend my board. Yeah, this is where I'm like, I wish I had a normal monster, and I just link away my Dolka into Gravity Controller just because I feel like, okay, this is going to do something because it can't be destroyed by my opponent, by monsters in the main monster zone. But I forget Balatruck has this nifty effect that when a zombie activates an effect, you can either negate the effect or banish a card in the field. And I'm like, oh crap, he can do that. So he's activating Gozuki's effect to send a zombie to the grave, and he's chaining a Balatruck's effect, and I'm like, oh snap, he right. So I'm gonna get banished because I'm just reading the card like, oh, I can't be destroyed by battle, but I can be targeted by card effects. So I'm straight up gonna lose this one because like now his board's set up really hard with Balatruck on board, Unizombie and Gozuki. He'll be able to synchro Link and even Xyz if he wanted to, which I don't think there's actually a good generic zombie Xyz. Is there? No, I don't think there is. But luckily, if he does any damage here, it is decreased by 500. So that has saved me in duels where like they're like, I'm gonna OTK you now. Like, how much do you have? The 10,500 on board? Like, what do you mean? Like, if you're gonna attack with all of it, you have to have more than 8,000 to deal direct damage because all your monsters use 500 attack, and it's just so good. So he's linking away for Vampire, special summons Berserker. You get to draw one. I top deck something, and I don't remember what it was, and I was like, nah, I'm just gonna scoop it up here. I'm like straight losing. So, yep. M Hero lost that one. Deserved that loss. So here I'm deciding definitely 3 Skullmeister just because this deck revolves all around graveyard effects. And I'm just debating, like, what do I need to take out? I usually take out 1 Super Poly, 1 Quatless, and a 3rd card. I think I was main Book of Moon in this version of the deck right now, and I was like, yeah, you're getting taken out. You're killing me here. Like, Book of Moon, I think, might have been the card I top decked. I'm like, you do nothing. And yeah, I was just trying Book of Moon because I had an extra space. So I was like, I had to throw it in. We'll see what happens. So, yeah. So, we're getting into game 2. June is straight ready. But he's still learning this deck. So, hopefully this weekend when I play him again, like, he's practiced more. He's gotten a lot better. We'll see. And maybe he'll actually wreck dinos this time. Alright, so, of course, I never go first. I never want to go first, so I let my opponent go first. Activates Foolish Burial. He's going to send Unizombie because he has Monster Reborn in his hand to activate to get it back on the board. So when it's summoned, he gets to activate its effects to do something, but then I'm like, Valor. Just don't have Called by the Grave. So I'm starting off my turn. Special Summon Pank. Because I have that card in my opening hand. Pops Super Poly, one of the best cards to actually pop at this point. It was really, really crucial. Activating Misk from hand. So now I should be unhindered by most of my opponent's card effects. Gonna normal summon Oviraptor. Oviraptor effect, this is where I do a big brain play, or like one of my standard plays now, is that if Misk is already engraved, I'm gonna send Giant Rex to gain more advantage here. And this actually worked out for me a lot better than it usually does, because I already have Pank and Grave, so I have a target to continue my board. So activate Misk to special summon Baby Ceratosaurus from my deck. And then Giant Rex will come back on its own chain. Now I'm going to activate Oviraptor's effect to destroy the Baby Ceratosaurus to get Pankratops back on the board, and then Baby Ceratosaurus' effect will activate to get me another body on board, which will be Misk. Because I want, at any given point, if I have Giant Rex in grave, I need to have a miscellaneous source either in my hand or in the grave to help synergize that play. So there we go. So now he has he has to face down these 3 bodies with the back row that really can't do much, I assume. So I'm going straight into battle phase, doing 900 damage because Misk Giant Rex is up by 200 because Misk was banished. And then I'm doing 18, 18, it's 36. Heading into main phase 2, gonna end on Dolka, and I think activate Fossil Dig to protect myself a little bit further with another Misk. So that way, if he does anything during his main phase, I can protect myself. That's... oh, and we scoop it up, yeah. That's pretty much it on game 2. It was a really solid board. At least for me. Now, game 3, this is where I remember we actually had a quick ruling. And this is where Skullmeister comes in handy. And this is where I'm like, do I still want to run Skullmeister? Do I want to run run Skullmeister? Do I want to run DD Crow? And I just ended up still debating on Skullmeister for right now at my local event. If I ever go to when I go to regionals, I'm probably gonna change it up to something different. But yeah. All right. So what I did actually was I just milk green. I thought I was going to show my opponent I'm setting in 3 more cards. I ended up just taking up the 3 cards I wanted, putting them back in my deck, and just went for it. Alright, so off to Duel 3, we're going to start off with Ms. Gozuki. Gozuki's effect will activate to send Bloom. Because he's like, he was debating on like if he wanted to do this or not. And I was like, this is in hindsight, I probably would have gone with, what's it called? Banshee, just because like the field spell is way more detrimental than actually getting Ballatrock, because unless you can get Ballatrock, unless you can get Banshee as effect faster, you need that field spell. Sorry, I sound like I'm Porky Pig. Anyway, he's debating on a while because he just wants to make sure he gets this play here. Activates Bloom, activates Skullmeister, and this is where it's like, oh, but pay for cost for Banish, but it activates Engrave. But pay for cost for Banish, it activates Engrave, and that's what I'm hitting, the activation Engrave. Sets 2, passes. Alright, so I draw for turn. Oh no, he's not done yet. And he actually gets Jackaboon out. Jackabolan. Activates Anti-Spell Fragrance, which was pretty good. So I set 3 cards because I can't use them, of course. Summon Misk. Jackabolan affected Banish itself. And he's like, you have to get something else. To get the Shirinu and attack for 100. Jackabolan comes back. Jackabolan is so good. I can't. Yo, it makes me want to pick up the zombie deck again just because that card's like, it adds so much to it. Summons Mothman to link to link to Xyz for 2 to draw 2. That's a really good play in this situation right here. Because I believe he just drew into either. No, his rivalry are already set. Activate Tsunoko effect. I'm sorry. He discards Tsunoko for his draw 2, and he comes back on the board. Sets 1 more card. And he's debating on the pass, and he's passing for turn. He draws, and Rivalry the Warlord activates, and he's like, oh, all your monsters are gone. I'm like, no, dude, all your monsters are gone because they're not zombies. Activate Terraforming to get Lost World because I don't run anything else. I haven't tried the True King variant yet. It's just really not my alley. Attempt to activate Lost World because I forget Anti-Spell Fragrance is on the board. So I'm like, oh, right, flip it down because there's no secret there what I added. What am I doing here? I think I'm activating Fossil Dig next. Yeah, Fossil Dig to search out Oviraptor because that's more importante. Oviraptor, summon Oviraptor effect to add, I think, another Misk. Because if I don't know what I'm doing here, I always go for protection. Part of me wanted to send Quatless, but I can't activate Double Evolution Pill right at this moment, which is a weakness. So yeah, adding Misk is a better play in my opinion. Alright. And I can't attack over anything, so I'm like, pass. Activates Bolin's effect to summon Gozuki from Grave. God damn. To send. He's debating what to do here. To send probably Bulb effect when it's sent to the grave. Special summon. Huh. He didn't summon Ballatrock. That's weird. I guess he just missed that. He activates Skull Might. He's activating that effect. I'm like, dude, it's not a zombie. It's not a zombie. So yeah, I think he made a misplay here where he should have gotten Battletech out, but he just oversaw it. No, didn't see it coming. Activate Lost World. So strong. Set a card because it's a spell card. I can't use it yet. Now I'm gonna normal. I think I'm gonna normal summon another Dino. Petite. Ooh, Petite effect. Activate Misk. Petite. Yeah, I didn't get a token here at all. I forgot to activate to get him my token to really interrupt his board. No, Rivalry was on board. That's why I couldn't do it. Duh. So now I'm just going in, going in deep because I can't exceed because of Rivalry. I actually should have popped it, but in case there was another Rivalry, I would have been screwed. But even then, my straight Dinos are still powerful enough to handle the board. So now I'm just gonna start swinging straight into what I need. So I'm doing like a lot of damage. I know I just did 36 for sure. I forget the difference between Vampire. Activates Mothman from hand, rolls the dice, ends up getting Battletech. Mothman comes down on the board. Mothman allows him to draw one card. And this is where he made a misplay because without Banshee being activated and having Zombie World, he's now stuck into insects. And this was very, very troublesome for him. Like there's nothing he can link away to, and he's gonna try and attempt to normal summon Banshee, but I tell him he can't, and it's just like a very hard loss there. Because like when you're stuck into an archetype that's not even for your archetype, you're stuck. So at pretty much this point, I have complete control of the game, and it's at my tempo when I want it to be. So now I can